Hey guys, what's going on today? BOJoeKO here, and we are back with our NHL 15 BGM with the Vancouver Canucks here in the free agency of year number 8 as I drop my phone to start off the video. Awesomeness. So, to save time, since NHL 16 is basically around the corner, guys, I've done a little bit of everything that I needed to do in free agency. What I did was I went and signed one prospect from each position, so one defender, 2 wingers, and 1 center, just to fill it out. And I also sent a free agency contract offer to Dustin Tokarski. It was basically down to Dustin Tokarski or Corey Crawford, who I sent the contract out to. And I overall went with Tokarski just because of the fact that he had the 2 better categories than Crawford did have. Crawford had him beat in like the poise and like the puck playing frequency categories and that, whatever that one is, but Tokarski had him beat in the other one. So we're just going to advance a couple days here just to see if we can get through the video a little bit quicker here, and we can see if we actually get these free agents or not. So let's advance a day here, keep advancing days until these prospects and or players reach out to us. Hopefully Tokarski accepts it. So yep, so there's a Tommy Rekas, he was a power forward. We went and signed Patrick Myura, who's an offensive defenseman. Dustin Tokarski has accepted. Ray Montgomery accepted, and Kelly Waite has accepted. So I picked up like a couple power forwards and offensive defenseman, maybe a 2-way forward in there as well. So basically, other than that, we got our backup 10D for right now, unless one of our prospects decides to, you know, jump up a little bit. But other than that, we should be pretty much good to go here, as I'm going to simulate all the way till the end of September. Once again, I'll skip ahead to the video till we begin the preseason, and we'll take a look at our team. We'll take a look at the overall jumps, if there are any, and we'll evaluate the team going into this year. Alright guys, so here we are at the beginning of year number 8. Going to be opening up the year against the Chicago Blackhawks, it seems. But let's go to our contract situation here. Let's look at our players and let's see if there are any overall jumps that we can see right off the bat. Alright, so let's go our goaltenders here and take a look at this. So Patrick Polivka is still an 89 overall coming into this year. Once again, Dustin Tokarski has dropped to an 80, but his stats are relatively still the same from what he was in an 81. So he might have just dropped a couple categories in his reflexes, but other than that, his puck control and athletic category are relatively the same. I'll take an 80 overall for a starting goaltender there. He's actually supposed to be a minor league starting goaltender, but you know, we're gonna have to run with him for right now. Once again, in the system we do have nobody is ready. So the guy we drafted is 70 overall. Nick McBride not ready yet, and Clinton Spiller not ready yet either. So goaltenders, the backup job seems to be a little bit of an issue right now in Vancouver. We know who the number 1 is, but it's just finding that backup to kind of situate behind Polivka. Seems to be a little bit of a struggle right now, but we'll run with it. All right, defenseman, what do we got here? We got Jakob Norlund, 93 overall, still stayed the same. Serge Turgeon, 88 overall. This guy could soon blossom into a top 2 defenseman for us, and I will have no issues with that. Thank you, LA. Thank you. Look how this turned out. You gave up Christopher Tanev. We gave you Christopher Tanev for this guy. I'm pretty thankful for this. 88 overall for Serge Turgeon. Low potential to become elite, and he is making his way up there to become elite. Now, he is still technically considered a top 4 defenseman, so I still want to play him in his top 4 role, which means I'll probably give Cam Fowler the top 2 time again with Jakob Norlund, and give Cam Fowler top 4 with Raimo Helminen, as he is still a top 4 potential defenseman as well. Nobody else has changed. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Corson's probably in the system, guys, because I have Hilson there. And Dave Corson actually grew a little bit, so he's an 82 now. Still a top 6 defenseman, but he did grow 2 overalls, as he is now an 82 overall. So that's looking pretty good for him. Skating seems nice. Defensive awareness got a little bit better, which is good. Shooting got nice. Puck skills. He's a very good passer, it seems. And yeah, he got a little bit better, so that's good. Everybody else, Vic Lowe, slowly getting up there, 76, so we'll have to see him hopefully coming up soon in the coming years. Other than that, everybody else looks pretty good there. Is that Shamalov guy, the guy we signed? Oh no, we signed this Myura guy, so he's a 7 defenseman. So just filling out some more guys down there in the system. So we'll send down Hillis and we'll call up Corson, and that'll round out the squad there for the defenders. Okay, right wingers, we got Glenn Putolny still in an 85. He might have dropped back down to an 85 again. Yep, still regulated as a third-line scorer. I think that's where he might be at right now as a third-line scorer if Anthony Duclair still seems to be considered a second-line scorer. But, all right, so the once prized possession of the Toronto Maple Leafs is now kind of finding out where his role on this team is going to be, and it's probably going to be down there on the third line with the power forwards. Ola Svedberg still stayed in 84. He's still a third-line checking forward, so that's basically where we're going to put him at. In the system, we got that Montgomery guy actually turned out pretty good for us. Everybody else seems to be fairly decent. Yep, everybody else is fairly decent overall where I want them to be. Left wingers, Chad Roloff still at an 85. Did not grow at all. Was hoping he might have grew, but you know, maybe a couple more years. Still, he's only 23. Still a second line forward. He'll be working out with Strome. And hopefully Duclair on the second. Is Duclair still a second-line winger? Yes, he still is at an 84. So defense, not the greatest, but, you know, we have this guy for his shooting and his goal scoring. So he'll be back on the second line. Gabriel Bork still stayed at an 81 as well, so he'll be rounding out the fourth line. And then, whoopsie-daisy, no, we don't want to do that. And then centers, we got Galchenyuk still at 90, Barzal still at 88. Grigorenko, I think, dropped to an 88 from an 89, so he's kind of starting to drop off a little bit. Strome still at an 86, that's good. Horvat's still at 83. Bolesky and Gaunce are still at 82. So everybody on offense, relatively no overalls change other than a couple guys dropping down. So a couple guys dropped down a little bit here and there. Bo Horvat, I actually think, dropped down from an 84 to an 83 again. Or maybe was that, yeah, he's slowly getting a little bit worse as he starts to age a little bit, but everybody is kind of finding their role on this team of where they're supposed to play. But yeah, it's just like a couple guys dropped in overalls, but Turgeon actually had a really big increase, and I didn't want to do that because I wanted to check out my prospect centers. My prospect centers, Hutala, Kuznetsov, Legault, Pettersson, and Rekas. Yeah, so these guys are... Rekas is the guy I picked up in the free agency. Looks pretty decent. 6th round pick by the Detroit Red Wings. So we'll see how he turns out. But other than that, everybody's just coming along nicely. And this team is, you know, it's kind of set. It's kind of set. A couple guys did drop an overall. Doesn't really make sense after winning the Stanley Cup, but Turgeon actually did get a big boost. So forward-wise, so we're going to be looking at the exact same lines. Galchenyuk, Barzal, and Grigorenko. Strome, Roloff, and Duclair, Putolny, Svedberg, and Horvat, and then Bolesky, Gaunce, and Bork for forward-wise. Defense, we're going to be looking at Jakob Norlund with Serge Turgeon, Jakob Norlund with Cam Fowler, Turgeon with Helmanen, and then Hamilton with Corson after we call him up. Goaltenders, Polivka, and Dustin Tokarski. So, that is what the team is looking like right there. We're only at 10 minutes. So, let me do my call-ups and send-downs to compensate for that. I do think we need to reassign some players as well, like captaincies. So, goaltenders, Tokarski and Polivka, that's fine. In the system, they're good. I'm actually probably going to back out and go back into just to see if there is actually any you know, discrepancies with the overalls. I don't think there is, but we'll have to see. So Corson, obviously you get called up, and then Hillis, he gets sent down. He's gonna get put on. Okay, he's not gonna get sent down to Myers, not waivers or anything like that anymore. So that's fine. He was gonna get sent for waivers, I think, but not anymore. So that's fine. Okay, defense is good. Right winger, Svedberg, Putolny, Bork, Roloff, Duclair. And then all my centers, my multiple centers. I don't think there's anybody that needs to be called up in the AHL. Hillis, Montgomery, Pettersson is not ready just yet. He's at 78 as a minor league scoring forward. Yeah, not ready just yet. Maybe in a couple of years, maybe not next year, but a year after that, possibly. And then all those guys are good there. Defensemen. Yep. All right. So we're good. We'll just go best lines for right now. I'll obviously make the adjustments. I'll make it right now. Matter of fact, we'll probably we might actually simulate the whole entire season next time, just so that we can fly through this and hopefully get 2 more years done if possible. We'll definitely get one more year done, but 2 years might be a little bit of a stretch. So let's get these lines set up yet again, as we have had in the past. No line changes whatsoever I'm seeing for this coming season. So Duclair once again, roll off over there. Horvat, Svedberg, and Putolny. Yep, they're fine the way they are. And then Bork, Gaunts, and Gene Bolesky. Yep, that's fine for offense. Defense, Nordland, and I want Fowler here. Turgeon and Helmanen. And then Dougie Hamilton with Dave Corson. Good. All right, and their off wings are set up great. So we want Nordland on the left. So we want Nordland, Helmanen, Corson, Hamilton, Turgeon, Fowler. Okay. So special teams, we want Serge Turgeon, obviously on the top pair here with, yeah, once again, I want to spread these guys out. So Grigorenko, Galchenyuk, Barzal, Strome, Duclair, and Roloff. I am perfectly fine with that for the power play. It's the best power play lines apparently that we have, so I'm going to leave them. Leave them as is. Yeah, I'm going to leave them as is. I do want to switch up Helmanen and Hamilton though, just because I want to have the off wings a little bit right there, and then switch Fowler over there with Dougie Hamilton. Yep, so their wings are good. Okay, that's fine. That for the power play, fine with that. 4-man power play. Galchenyuk, Grigorenko, Strome, and I'll take Barzal off, and we'll put in my boy Chad Roloff. And then once again, Turgeon and Helmanen. And then Fowler and Hamilton go switchy-roo. Okay, that's good. Penalty kill. All right, so we want Bo Horvat and Brendan Gaunts, obviously, once again. Okay, 2 best face-off takers. And then Glenn Putolny up there as well, which makes sense with... They want Ola Svedberg killing penalties. You know what? I'm going to give him a chance to kill some penalties. He's got a really good defensive category. Very good defensive category for a sniper. 86, 86, and 89. I'm going to let him kill some penalties this year. We'll see how that works out. Sniper on the penalty kill. Not really too often you see that, but we have 2 power forwards up here, a 2-way forward, and then a sniper. So I'll let Svedberg kill some penalties. I'll give him a shot. He's got a very good defensive category. We'll let it happen. So defensively, they want Joakim Norlind and Serge Turgeon here. So I'm going to switch these guys up. But that makes sense for them. And then Dougie Hamilton and Cam Fowler, once again, switch those guys up. All right, so that's fine for that. 3-man penalty kill, Horvat, and we want Brendan Gaunts. And then Nordland and Turgeon swap. Fowler and Hamilton swap. And we are good to go for them. And 3-man penalty kill is right. Extra attackers, or extra lines. Yeah, I really don't screw with these lines all too much. 4 and 4, 4 and 4 continued. Extra attacker we want to have as our extra attackers. We want to have Ola Svedberg as 1. And we want to have Glenn Putolny as the other. Get the 3rd line guys in there as the extra attackers. Goaltenders, Patrick Polivka, Dustin Tokarski. I need to do shootout lines, actually. Or shootouts, yeah. So Grigorenko, Galchenyuk, Barzal, Helmanen. We want to have... I think we want to have... either Duclair or Roloff in there. Probably Roloff because he's got the hard shot for shootouts. And then we can leave Strome in there because he's got pretty good puck moving skills. He can deke pretty well. Yeah, so we'll leave him in there. All right, so Grigorenko, Galchenyuk, Barzal, Strome, and Roloff for the shootouts. Goaltenders are good. No scratch players. No lines set up there. All right, there we go, boys. Team is ready to go. Captaincies and jerseys. Let's set this up. So Galchenyuk, Putolny are the assistant captains. Joakim Norlind is the captain. So we're going to keep Joakim Norlind as the captain of this team, obviously. Galchenyuk is one of the most longest reigning Canucks here, so he will get one of the alternates. And I guess we're going to unassign Glenn Putolny a captaincy. And we're going to have to give this to somebody else. I think it should, yeah, you know what? It's got to be Bo Horvat, man. Bo Horvat, other than Alex Galchenyuk, Bo Horvat is the longest reigning Canucks here, along with Brendan Gaunce. They have been here a long-ass time, so we're going to give an assistant captain to our 3rd-line center there. So Galchenyuk and Horvat, 2 centers, getting the assistant captains, and obviously we're going to have our big franchise defenseman back there, Joakim Norlund, taking on the captaincy. So we're going to remove the assistant from Glenn Putolny, and we're going to give it to Bo Horvat. X-Tech will be very happy about that. So, I think that is pretty much it. Other than sending the scout out. So let's send the scout out. Let's see. Let us just go to Canada. Most players is going to be in the QMJHL, so let's do them. Forwards for 6 weeks. We'll see how good those guys turn out. Trade block, I really don't think there's anything I need to put on the trade block. And all I need to do is just turn auto-rotate goalies back on. And then we'll be good to simulate. Auto-rotate goalies on. Okay, so that's turned on. And yeah, I think we're good to go, guys. So we have our lines edited, and I think this team should be good to go. Really, nothing has changed at all from this team. Like I said, biggest moves is a couple guys maybe dropped 1 or 2 overalls. Turgeon definitely bumps up. I'm going to exit out of this GM mode and then come back in and look at the potentials before I start, just to make sure that the players are, their roles are exactly where they should be. But other than that, I think we'll be ready to go to start year number 8 in the next video, and hopefully run through year number 8 in one video. Might be a long video, but I want to try to get at least 1 more year done of this GM mode as possible. So let me know what you guys think of the line changes, and yeah, we'll continue running along with this GM mode. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys next time.